Customer service are still getting this question a lot, even though I've answered it extensively in the email kind of series of trainings which follows when you sign up, right? And that's this one. What is the best place to start? So, if you want a more comprehensive answer to that question, I do highly recommend to become a Lionheart Herbs subscriber, right? You should even see somewhere on this page, unless you're on YouTube, in which case click on the link below, and then on that page, you'll see somewhere to enter your name and or email address, or sometimes just email address, and then you'll get sent a free 9-part course where I really go through thoroughly, actually answer to a lot of these questions, but especially best place to start depending on all kinds of individual things, right? However, I'll answer it now for you in a nutshell. So the best place to start would be to go for, and it depends really what your issue is, right? So if you have a particular issue and you have a particular goal that you're focused on, the best place to start would be to go to the Lionheart Herb store and then to click or hover over the results category and look at all the results listed, right? And you'll see dozens and dozens of different results, and just go in there and see, you know, what is something that you're interested in, right? So, do you want more endurance? Are you trying to alkalize? Are you trying to cleanse your bowels? You know, what are you doing? And so click on that, and then you'll find lots of products which relate to that, right? Now, in terms of just purely general, you've got two options. One of them would be to go for a pack. Right, so you'll see them right on the home page of the Lionheart Herbs store, or on the results section as well. You'll see there's a Lionheart Herbs starter pack, gold and platinum version, right? And so the gold version is the free basic blends that I'd really recommend that you start with, and that's strength, and that's for your chi, your energy, your vitality, your get up and go, and that's a good one to have in the morning. There's rejuvenate, and that's for your recovery, to last longer, for your endurance, right? And that's good to have any time during the day. And then there's serenity, and that's good for your heart and your spirit, your shen, your spiritual energy. And that's a great one to have in the evening, to relax, to wind down, to calm, to sleep better, to stop your mind from racing, if that's the kind of thing that your mind does. And that together is just like a great starting place to tonify all three treasures, right? All the free energies that Taoism focuses on. Now there's the platinum pack as well, which gives you a little bit more of of some of the single herbs added as well, things like pine pollen, deer antler. So if you want to look at that, go to the platinum pack. Now, if you're asking about where to start in general, obviously herbs is like the first focus, called Lionheart Herbs, but there are other things that are important as well, right? Certain nutrients. So if you go to the platinum starter pack or the gold starter pack, you'll see here are all the basic ingredients which I would consider to be essential to health as a starting point, right? So go there and find out about that. In terms of the individual herbs, where to start, well, I would really recommend again that you subscribe, right? The very first thing that you're sent when you subscribe to Lionheart Herbs is a list of my top 20 tonic herbs of all time. And like David Wolf says, whose work you may be familiar with, why would you want herb number 332, right? Why not just have herb number 1, 2, 3, or just your top 10, right? Or at the most top 20. That's a good mentality. That's a real understanding of, listen, you know, throughout most of our history, we haven't had access to these elite, top of the line, very best tonic herbs. Now we do, so start with the very best, right? So maybe start with a Schizandra in terms of individual herbs. Start with an astragalus, right? Start with a reishi. Start with a Hoshi Wu, right? Start with a Chaga, maybe one of those. And again, for spelling and stuff like that, just subscribe, top 20 herbs, nice little reports, got pictures of each herb, little list of, you know, what it's good for, all the rest of it. Very simple, you can read it in probably about 10 minutes. Would really recommend that. It will be a great starting place as well.